Hello again, whoever the hell you are. It's I, His Holy Majesty, bringing you yet another episode of Dutchmen Cometh. Yeah, this is the one where I'm fighting. If you've been watching the previous episodes, which you probably haven't, and if you haven't been watching the previous episodes, go watch them! Go watch them now! But anyway, for those of you who have been watching, this is the big Battle of Cologne where I'm up against like 4,000 French soldiers. This is huge. Yeah, so the French general's just thrown his life away by running at my square formation. And now these dudes are trying to flank, and now they're just getting musketed in the face. Because musket volleys are always good. If you're wondering why it's the Swedish theme, I just like it, and different factions don't have different drumming machines in Darth. That's my one criticism with it. Oh, I love those musket sounds. It actually sounds like muskets. It's beautiful. So yeah, we shot down a few of them. They routed, and I unleashed my Dutch horsemen upon them, which didn't end well for them. So yeah, this was a minor skirmish before the big-ass battle would begin, because their reinforcing armies were on the way. So I was just doing what I could to wipe out their what few forces they had on the field before their really big-ass, flipping huge, terrifying army turns up. So yeah, just hacking my way through some of their elite regiments. Well, not elite, but there is an elite regiment there. One of my yeah, that's another problem with this. My artillery have no comprehension of friendly fire. Damn it all to hell. But yeah, we mopped them up pretty well. They would never reform. They wouldn't give us a problem again. So we killed a fair few of them. Now, 2 French columns had just arrived and were trying to hit me in the flank. I'd garrisoned loads of houses, which would give them trouble if they tried to advance through there. And I had a big cavalry wing in this battle. It was probably what saved me. And I just threw them at these 2 infantry regiments. Of course, they didn't form square, they probably didn't see me, and I decided to give their white coats some nice red stains. Boom! Just cutting them down. Even with bayonets, it wasn't enough to stop the charge. And they were broken, routed, and, well, yeah. Although they're not routing at the moment, they do rout, which is a good thing. And this was where the big French columns were rolling in to give me a load of grief on my flanks. Because this was an awkward battlefield for me, because I love the open battlefield. It's how I win my battles, but evidently this is not one of my days. So yeah, I pulled my men out of that house because they were of no use whatsoever. And what was I going to do with my artillery? Oh yeah, unlimber them so they didn't, well, let any of my units catch up in enemy fire. So yeah, I noticed there was a skirmish going on around one of the houses, so I decided to send my cavalry to interfere, and perhaps we could break them, although this was a bit of wishful thinking in my opinion. Yeah, so off my units go, hitting them straight in their rear, which is always a good place to hit someone. Yeah. And these are their red-coated infantry. I don't know what they're called. And again, the Swedish march, which makes sense. The French army using the Swedish march. I don't know. So yeah, they've managed to bring up the bulk of their army, which is this is a bad thing for me. And I knew I'm going to lose men in this, a lot of men. So I brought my horsemen around. And, yeah, what was I doing with my artillery? Ah yes, there was a lovely big chunk of French soldiers moving in a particular direction. And now my cavalry had got caught up in an engagement with the other men. Well, the other regiment standing next to the other regiment, more redcoats. Meanwhile, they were bogged down whilst shooting away at my men in the house, and the other French regiments are just all over the place. They didn't really coordinate, because if they had, that probably would have been the end of me. If they just thrusted everything into my line, it would have been the end. But they didn't, for some reason. However, I do think they could have forced my flanks. Yeah, I think they nearly did, actually, if it hadn't been for my cavalry. So yeah, sent my cavalry in. Now, I had grape shot. Now this would be a bloodbath. Those two regiments advancing there. Oh, isn't that a lovely thing, hearing the crackling of muskets? And my cavalry, for some reason, were getting completely buggered up by this small unit of French redcoats, which actually that sort of makes sense, because we weren't able to charge, we weren't able to do anything. So yeah, we were losing men, and heck, I needed my cavalry for later, so I decided to pull away. So in the meantime, their infantry are just running amok and form square for some reason. Your tactics are bad, so you should feel bad, perhaps? So yeah, we concentrated fire on the square, because squares are killing fields for artillery, they really are. In the meantime, my cavalry had hit them in the flank, taking out another French regiment, but at the cost of a few horsemen. And already, there was already one depleted horse regiment. Yeah, the French, the battle wasn't going so well for them. Ah yes, I decided to recharge my cavalry at them, so I could buy the men in the centre more time to drive off the great big massive bulk. Yeah, that was coming my way and would probably screw me over, and they were just... Oh yeah, and I hit them in a really big square, which was so annoying. And getting me annoyed is a very bad idea, because when I get annoyed,
something changes inside me, and I turn into a battle-winning machine. And my voice changes too, which is all but interesting. So anyway, I decided to take out said RAF on these really stupid French infantry who were messing up my flank, so I decided to destroy them with my stupid cavalry, which are moving at a stupid speed. Now come on guys, come on. Invoke some wrath. So meanwhile, as we swing into these fools' flank, and we cut them down like skittles with a bowling ball, I then go look over to this side of the battlefield where my house is on fire, because it's being blown up by stupid artillery. God damn it. Which is really annoying. And then I see this. Somehow my cavalry are being contained by their infantry, which is just annoying. I mean, come on, I am His Holy Majesty. I can't be contained. God damn it. And I will silence anyone who says otherwise. So yes, the enemy has been routed in the most glorious fashion. And now we pursue them. Whilst one of the other infantry regiments is going elsewhere, but I don't care. Now, how do you turn this voice off? Oh lord, is there an off button? There isn't an off button, is there? Is it too much to ask for an off button? And is it too much for this stupid cavalry regiment to pull back? It's just... Gah! So, yeah, my cavalry are just showing they're stupid because they don't know when to run away. I decided to pull my other units out of the house because I don't want a barbecue Dutchman. Because everyone knows a barbecue Dutchman just doesn't taste right. He has to be grilled. Wait a minute, grilled is barbecue. Oh my god. So yeah, that other cavalry regiment wouldn't run away, so I just left it to its doom if they decided to die with honour. Because, you know, if they want to do a bit of banzai, then that's fine with me. That's cool. I'm cool. And that Swedish theme thing is playing again. Not that I have a problem with it, because I flipping love the Swedish march. Yeah. The battle on the left flank is not going well. My cavalry are getting buggered up again. It would seem some of the French soldiers who were running away have now reformed, which is as you can guess, very annoying scenario. So I decided to use one of my weaker cavalry regiments on these men there. And yeah, for some reason I didn't use my infantry regiments here. I don't know what on earth was going on. But yeah, oh well. So yeah, one of my cavalry regiments was already routing, which is a pain in the arse, of course. And now my cavalry smash into their weakened regiment, bringing death and destruction and just general win upon them. Yeah. Now then, those other regiments are routing. The battle has actually gone in my favour now. We just need to keep this up. And although one of my other cavalry regiments has been pretty badly cut up, so I doubt I could take Cologne after this. And they're moving at a snail's pace. Gonna move on. Now then. Now here's where things do sort of come to the crunch, where they're throwing in a cavalry attack. Cavalry which I didn't even know existed until that very moment. So yeah, his crap militia cavalry just charged into a hailstorm of lead bullets. And of course they went down like skittles. Which is not a good thing to be killed like skittles. Yeah. So yeah, they did eventually get to my line, but they lost a lot of men, and of course I had my cavalry regiments waiting behind, and I swept into their rear. However, it wasn't needed, because them being the pussies they were, ran away very quickly. And another French regiment routs. How glorious. Now then, they'd routed another one of my infantry regiments, so that's 2 regiments that have been routed this day. And those artillery you saw me moving about earlier have finally managed to get to where I needed them to be, and they have unlimbered. Which is a good thing. Now, if we look over there, over there you just saw their artillery, which is what was ruining my house. Yeah, thank God I don't have to put up with crap like that in Minecraft. Now then, I think I made the unwise decision of using my cavalry again, even though they'd been really quite badly weakened by the battle. And I decided to bring my other regiment back over, you know, just a little bit of extra insurance. The men there had run out of ammunition because they'd been firing so much. And another regiment sweeps into the flank, which is annoying. And, however, of course, there was that infantry regiment which I took out the house early on, and I'd just forgotten about them. They'd just been hiding behind the house, so I decided to bring them up to support my cannons, although it was a little bit too little too late. And yeah, the Thingy-Bob regiment of Thingy-Bob just swept into my poor guns, which really pissed me off. God damn it. God damn you. So yeah, that happened. We were in the process of dealing with that other regiment that was trying to flank us, and we already have that regiment of 5 men who were running away at the time. So yeah, I swept the infantry regiment which I just brought into their flanks, and to my shock, my artillery regiment was holding out against them. It appeared to be holding their own quite well. And of course that poor French infantry regiment just got surrounded. Now it was game over. Game over, man! Game over! So yeah, just massacred them. Meanwhile, my other infantry regiments were being cut up, and my artillery regiment had flipping routed them. That was an impressive moment. Yeah, how much longer is left from this video? Oh, thank God, not too much longer. But anyway, for some reason they just left their guns and stood there like Teletubbies, pretty much. So today, I would say the French battle strategy has had no small amount of plague in it. And yeah, I decided that regiment in the house was absolutely useless, so brought them out to engage with these gentlemen over here. I was really surprised that this battle turned out so well. I thought I was going to lose, and lose hard, but in the end, I somehow managed to win, and the battle turned in my favour. Although, one last massive effort was required of my cavalry, and that was to charge the last French infantry regiment on the field in the flank. And that was what we did. So yeah. The French made a lot of mistakes today. They did not concentrate their force on one position, because if they'd done that, I'd have been finished. I've no doubt about it. But instead, they threw in their army piecemeal, just wave upon wave, getting shot down. It's almost like they decided to take a leaf out of the Imperial Infantryman's Uplifting Primer or something, and just used tactics, wave upon wave, World War I tactics. So yeah, the day was mine, as far as I'm concerned. The French infantry were routing, there was only one infantry regiment left. One out of nearly 4,000. I wrecked them. I just wrecked them. They were devastated. I managed to turn defeat into a great victory. However, it would seem that they had yet another infantry regiment, which really annoyed me. So I decided to prepare my infantry for the final battle. Meanwhile, after whatever was happening, I managed to flank his infantry and was just pouring musket fire into them at point blank range, and it was devastating. Absolutely devastating. Whilst my other cavalry regiments went around the flank to take out their pest, they're really annoying artillery, basically. Oh yes, and this was pretty much the closing actions of the Battle of Cologne, where I slaughtered their artillery, which had given me so many problems, and ruined my house. Well, at the end of the day, it's a win-win situation, because they're the ones having to pay the insurance, the bastards. So yeah, we hacked them down, and of course, no mercy to artillery regiments. I never show any quarter to them. And yeah, the last French contingent on the field, and my cavalry just smashed into them. And that brings an end to the Battle of Cologne, which is possibly the biggest battle I've ever fought in a Total War game. It was quite a magnificent affair. I lost loads of men. And unfortunately, my economy at the moment is really quite buggered, so I probably won't be able to afford to replenish them all. So yeah, I killed as many of their artillerymen as possible. That's a tip. Kill as many of the artillery as possible, because they are the most dangerous unit in the game. Yeah, the stragglers, this one regiment, that was holding on, which is really annoying. How many times have I used annoying in this video? God. Yeah, I kind of had a case of enough's enough. I'm a charge. because I was bored and I wanted them to go away. Yep, the good old charge mechanism. And yeah, I just threw my infantry in for Holland, pretty much. Completely surrounded them. The actual last bloody engagement of the day. Just striking them from the front, from behind, and the flank. We massacred them. Yeah, so, do you think I could have done anything different there? Do you think I could have saved more lives? Because I don't think I could have. This was a bloody day. And so, the last French infantry regiment is broken, and the pride of a nation is shattered. I'm acting as if the French had pride to begin with, but actually, who knows? And, oh, I forgot about this. Another infantry regiment had reformed and was coming back over to give me a load of grief, so I just decided to charge them, because I was in no mood to just hang about. So here come my lovely, lovely bluecoats with their cavalry support. And this should be the final stage of the Battle of Cologne. And yeah, I think it is. I don't see any other regiments reforming, which is a damn good thing, because I was so tired by then. Oh yeah, fun fact, one of my cavalry regiments which had reformed, just 5 of them, they ran away whilst the enemy were routing. Jesus Christ. So yeah, enemy were utterly broken. Their elite regiment, just one of their elite regiments anyway, just running. And I just thought end the battle because it had been a bloody day. And that, I will accept, it was a bloody close run thing. So yeah, the casualty rates, I lost about 600 men. They lost over 2,500. Bloodbath. So yeah, he's pulling his men back. Sent them running, like little something or others. But anyway, that would appear to be it. They're gone. And we just skipped ahead to where the Barbary States are offering ludicrous peace terms, which pisses me off! I digress. So new technologies, because we're a democracy, new government, I don't care. And yeah, got lots of ancillaries, got lots of new stuff, so yeah. This has been your Divine Imperator. Thank you so very much for watching,